Assalamu alaikum. I am Riaz Ahmed Almateen and welcome to our new lesson, The Silly Sandwich. Lesson number 2, Part 1. And again, wonderful people, welcome back to our channel. I'm so glad you are here today and decided to learn English seriously. Today we have a thought-provoking topic to dive into. Have you ever faced a situation that you don't like very much? The situation that you were facing is very unpleasant for you at first, but then it appears that what happened was better for you. In other words, have you ever experienced a situation where something seemed undesirable at first, but turned out to be better than the alternative? Well, that's what we are going to explore in today's video, in today's lesson. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's get started our new lesson, The Silly Sandwich. First is the article, the main text. The Unlikely Adventure. Once upon a time, in a small village, lived a curious boy named Tim. He had a strong desire to explore the world and experience new things. One day, Tim stumbled upon an old book that caught his attention. Little did he know, this book would change his life forever. Tim found himself in a world unlike any he had ever seen before. He was in a time when people lived in an era of slavery, a time filled with injustice and inequality. Tim surprised and said, "What is happening here? This is so unfair." There was a man named Oliver. Oliver said, "My young friend, I understand your confusion. These people are slaves, forced to work against their will. But you see, sometimes what seems undesirable might be better than the alternative." Tim said he was very confused. How can that be? They are stuck in a terrible situation. Oliver said, but you see, they are preparing to launch a protest, to stand up for their rights and freedom. Sometimes it takes going through the undesirable to create positive change. Tim watched as the slaves stood united, demanding justice and equality. Their voices echoed through the air, capturing the attention of the whole village. Tim was still very surprised. Look at what they have accomplished. They are making a difference. As Tim returned to his own home, he couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude and admiration for those who fought for a better world. He realized that learning the hard way had opened his eyes to the struggles of others. Tim thinks, I've learned that we should consult our hearts, look beyond the surface, and see things from a different perspective. Sometimes what seems undesirable might be the catalyst for extraordinary things. And so, Tim embarked on a lifelong journey of empathy, compassion, and understanding. He knew that By communicating and standing up for what is right, he could make a difference in the world, just like the brave individuals he encountered in the book. Remember, my young friends, my young students, it's important to embrace the unusual, to communicate, and to be grateful for the lessons life presents us. Sometimes what seems undesirable might hold the key to brighter future. So that's the main article. Now we are going to start with the little funny silly story, the silly sandwich. From this story, I'm going to ask a lot of questions and you have to answer these questions. And remember, you have to take this medicine. You have to take this medicine 5 times a day. I'm just joking. You have to listen these lessons 5 times every day. So let's get started. Once upon a time, there was a sandwich named Bounty. Bounty the sandwich could talk. He would always complain about being stuck between two slices of bread. He always felt that he was a slave. Furthermore, he always thought to launch a protest in front of the Sandwich Rights Commission. Moreover, he always shouted in the fridge, "No more slavery." Then he always shouted the slogan, "Slavery, slavery, no more slavery. We want freedom, we want freedom." Though so one day he decided to escape. He ran out of the kitchen shouting, "I'm free, woohoo!" But little did he know, he ended up in the mouth of a hungry dog who ate him in one bite. So poor dog. The sandwich learned the hard way that sometimes being stuck between bread isn't so bad after all. Sometimes what seems undesirable might be better than the alternative. So that's it. It was the first part of the topic. What seems undesirable might be better than the alternative. After this completing the lesson, you will learn about part 2. So now the vocabulary lesson. First word is curious, means interested to do something. Turn out means appear, discharge, proved. For example, the medicine turned out to save her life. The medicine proved to save her life. Stumble. Stumble means the act of losing one's balance, the act of tripping. Next word is slave. A person who is owned by another person and is forced to work without freedom or pay. Slave means, next word is slave. Slave means a person who is owned by another person and is forced to work without freedom or pay. Stuck. Stuck means unable to move or escape from a particular place or situation. Furthermore means in addition to what has been said or mentioned. Furthermore. Next word is to launch a protest, to organize and initiate a public demonstration or objection against something. Rights Commission, a group or organization that is responsible for protecting and promoting the rights of individuals or a specific group. Moreover, besides what has been mentioned in addition. Shouted means to speak or cry out loudly. Next word is slavery. Next word is slavery. The state of being a slave, where someone is owned and controlled by another person. Freedom, the condition of being free and able to act, speak, and think without restraints or limitations. Escape, to get away. Escape means to get away or break free from a dangerous or confining situation. Next phrasal verb is ran out of. Ran out of. To leave or move quickly out of a place or area. Next phrasal verb is little did he know. Used to indicate that someone was unaware of something that was about to happen. Ended up is mean to find oneself in a particular place or situation, often unexpectedly or unintentionally. Learn the hard way. Nice word. To acquire knowledge or understanding through personal experience, often involving difficulties or mistakes. Next word is seems. Very famous word. Appears or gives the impression of being a certain way. Undesirable, not wanted. Preferred or favorable, not pleasing or attractive. Alternative, a different opinion. Alternative means a different option or choice that can be used or selected instead of something else. Delicious, very tasty and enjoyable to eat. Unusual means something that is not common or regular. Next word is communicate. Means to exchange information or ideas without others. Communicate, to exchange information or ideas with others. Restrict, to limit or confine. Stuck, unable to move or escape from a particular situation. Master, the person who has control or authority over someone or something. Next word is protest. To express strong disagreement or objection to something. Next word is freedom. The state of being free without restrictions or limitations. Slogans. This is a very famous word, a catchy phrase or motto used to represent a group or idea. Next word is shout. To speak or cry out loudly. Fridge. Short of refrigerator. A household appliance used for keeping food cold. Slavery. You already learned about this. Whisper. To speak in a soft or low voice. Whisper. Escape. To get away from a dangerous or unpleasant situation. Consult. To seek advice or opinion from someone. Unexpected, not expected or predicted. Consequence, the result or effect of an action or event. Aware, having knowledge or understanding of something. Encounter, a chance or unexpected meeting. Devour, to eat something quickly and eagerly. Regret, to feel sad or sorry about something that happened or was done. Perspective, a particular way of thinking about or understanding something. Gratitude, feeling thankful or appreciative. Undesirable, something that is not wanted or preferred. So, thank you for this lesson. Again, I want to tell you that